From the moment you were born, our culture programs you to believe you're imperfect, broken, and not beautiful as you are. Big boobs, pouty lips, a perfect body. If I just get these, I'll be more confident, love my body, and get more of the things I want. This is the beauty brainwashing and perfection prison that drive millions of women around the world to get breast implants. And for others who get them post-mastectomy, they are told breast implants are safe, tested, and effective. Silicone is inert, and they're the best alternative after breast cancer treatment. These are not only dangerous, they are lies, and have impacted hundreds of thousands of women around the world who are suffering from something called breast implant illness, a condition the medical industry and compassionate, open-minded doctors are finally starting to acknowledge that is not all doom and gloom. Women everywhere are coming together to share their stories, to educate and empower others to the possibility that their implants may very well likely be a root cause of their symptoms, sickness, and suffering. You're about to hear the stories of 15 courageous women who underwent plastic surgery for their own personal reasons, some who nearly lost their life, dying to be beautiful. This is their journey from breast implant illness to explant wellness.
Say that we are all pieces of the same story, and I think by listening to all of our stories here, you'll see that that is absolutely the case, and we're all like this little puzzle that kind of fits together.
The implants was a business decision. Quite honestly, my husband is a boob man.
I was in an abusive marriage.
My breasts have been flat and not very full and not very nice looking for a long time since I had nursed both of them.
It was just kind of like, in my perspective, the thing to do is if you don't have them, you just go buy them. So I was hoping that they would really just cure my bad body image and I would stop picking on my body.
I feel more like a woman, and I wouldn't be picking on my body as much. I felt like it was going to solve a lot of my confidence issues.
I modeled as well as I worked down the hall at a skincare salon, and I was 2 doors over from the plastic surgery office. Several times while modeling, the photographers would say, we need to rearrange this or rearrange that, because I had one breast larger than the other.
I did not love what 3 years of breastfeeding had done to my breasts. So people were judging me and I just felt exposed, and I had the means and I wanted to resolve it. And I thought that breast implants would solve that challenge for me.
I then entered the modeling industry, living in Miami, Florida. Really believe I was self-conscious. So I think for me, I got them because I wanted my breasts to be higher.
I made the decision strictly from a place of insecurity and fear about losing my income and losing my job, that if I didn't make this career change and balance out the proportions of my body, I would no longer be able to work in fashion.
I never wanted them, but it ultimately was helping. My idea was to help recover from losing my children and to get my pre-body back. I had come off of doing 2 years of competitive bodybuilding, flat as a board, and I thought, wow, everybody here has boobs except me.
I really felt worthy because of how I looked.
I've seen so many women with implants who their spines look like they're 70 years old and they might be in their 40s.
I just felt like a hypocrite. I felt like, here I am telling people how to detox their body, and yet I had these toxic Frankenbags in my body.
I was told that they were safe and that they would last forever.
I had evidence of silicone in the tissues surrounding my implant, and I should maybe think about having them removed because they were clearly leaking.
Something was wrong with my implants for years, and they didn't tell me.
Until I met you, Diane, I didn't know anything about breast implant illness. So exhausted, and I was so run down.
Awful experience. It destroyed me financially, physically, and it took me away from my kids.
Being tired and my joints hurting and my muscles hurting.
I was always tired, my hips hurt, all of that. I was gasping for air.
And I cried and I cried, and I remembered thinking to myself, what have I done? Why have I done this?
It caused me to get deathly ill. Misdiagnosis after misdiagnosis. And then the doctor gave me about 2 weeks left to live. He said, your body's shutting down and we don't know what's wrong.
I was chronically fatigued. I was in bed all the time. I was losing my hair. I felt like I was dying every day, just like Tara said. I was making plans. I knew I was going to leave my husband with our baby, and the fear and anxiety that came with that, I felt like just a shell of who I was. It was really scary.
Severe heart palpitations, severe night sweats, anxiety, and panic attacks in the middle of the night. Rashes and acne all over my body, pain under my armpits, like pain in my hands, joint pain. No one could figure it out. So not only did it cost me a ton of money, it cost me a ton of time and the ability to work.
I was getting anaphylactic challenges where I couldn't breathe, and I would sit up in the middle of the night, ultimately with my throat closed. I developed hypertension. I gained a lot of weight, chronic swelling. Brain fog was off the charts consistently. I could not function, and it ultimately cost me my family. I had cystic acne all over my face. They were going to take my life, or I was just going to eliminate them from mine.
It was like taking off a pair of 6-inch stilettos that I'd been wearing for 9 years.
I feel incredible. I feel like no block. I feel like nothing is in me. I can jump up and down and not hit myself in the face.
My brain fog completely gone. Energy is through the roof. No more hip joint pain since the day that I explanted. My eyes are better. I'm not losing as much hair. No anxiety or depression bouts.
I am so happy now that I had my implants out because I love my breast now.
My body is so healthy right now. I can honestly say I've reclaimed my health.
I love training now. I love having my upper body and my sporty look and not putting on a top and feel like I've got like curtains in front of me.
That I don't have any symptoms. My body is functioning as close to perfectly as it can.
My libido is back, so I feel great since getting my breast implants out, and I actually love my boobs now.
I'm able to work out now. I'm able to sustain my energy. I'm able to run my company again. I have like a zest for life that you don't have when you feel like you're dying. I feel confident in my own skin.
The physical healing was actually very easy for me. It was the emotional side that was very challenging, but I had a massive amount of forgiveness that I had to do to my past self.
When I see women with breast implants, I feel like we could come up to them and say, "Who hurt you?"
Can be sexy without any sort of expectation of new breasts, any sort of change in your body.
If any man doesn't want to be with you because of the size of your breast, kick him to the curb.
I just feel very, very thankful for the journey that I've been on.
Let go of the anger, because the anger is an extension of your implants and it's only going to continue to poison you.
From the victim to the victor.
Getting my breast implants removed was the best, absolute best decision that I've ever made for my health, hands down.
The explanting was the very best thing that I could have ever done for my body.
And I redefined my understanding of self-love. I actually love my breast so much better than with the implants.
I've stepped into more of my natural divine feminine.
I have scars, but I love my scars because my scars tell a story.
Nothing outside of you or external from you is going to fill you. You need to fill that within yourself, not from an external thing, never mind something that's foreign to your body. Your body is so intelligent. And when you get that thing that you think is going to fix that thing, it won't. And then there'll be another thing to fill.
You know, happiness truly lies within. Implants are not going to fill the void.
That you are feeling for yourself, and only you can give yourself that power.
I feel that my life just began.
It's not big boobs that makes you beautiful. It's that big heart of yours behind them that does. Killer breasts have taught us so much self-love, but we also want to pass the torch that you don't need them to love yourself.